everyone, it is Connie here. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. I also wanted to welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and for following my journey of pregnancy. Just to let you know, if there are any people who are also like TTC, I also have like playlists that I created. There's only 2 right now. I have a TTC playlist where all my TTC videos and then I have a pregnancy vlog playlist with just all my pregnancy vlogs. So if you guys are interested in going back to older videos and stuff like that, or just watching TTC, you can do that as well. So just wanted to let you know, just in case you didn't notice. So in today's video, I thought I would do a review of my Clearblue Fertility Monitor. I have had this for over a year now. I bought this in February of 2014, and at the time I was just like, I knew that there were, other cheaper options to, predicting your ovulation, but I think at that time I bought this out of desperation, to be honest with you, because I thought somehow if I spent more money, then, that'll help me get pregnant or something, because the more money you spend, it's gonna work better or do a better job. And but I'll get to that later. I'll let you know if I think that this was worth it. So this is my Clearblue Fertility Monitor, and like I said, I've had this for over a year. I have to admit that I wasn't totally consistent in using it every single month since the time I got it. Sometimes I would skip a month because I just forgot, or I was, I kind of threw up my hands at times with TTC and I didn't even want to look at the monitor. But I did use the monitor and I really kind of got to know how it works, and I kind of have sentimental value with this monitor because I used this monitor the cycle that I got pregnant with doing the IUI. My fertility monitor definitely proved to me that it worked, that it was accurate. So I have really no complaints about this. I know that it works. I know. And the other thing is that after I got a peak, I was like, I wonder if I take a different type of, ovulation test, will it say the same thing? Will it say that I am at peak? Am I really at a peak? Am I really gonna ovulate soon? So I went out to the store after I took this, and I went to like Target or something, and I bought the Clearblue Advanced Digital Ovulation Test, and that was much cheaper. I think it was around between $20 and $25 for like 10 sticks. And so I wanted to double check to see if it matched with this, and sure enough, I also got a peak. So anyways, that's my kind of like success story with this. Like, I know that it works, I know that it's accurate, and I'm pregnant now. So anyways, I'm not going to go into full detail or do a full-on demonstration of how this works, because I don't know, that would be like a really long video. I'm just going to kind of tell you basically like what it does and whether I think it's worth spending the money, because this was not cheap. I remember when I bought this on Amazon, I think it was like $135, and then you have to buy the sticks separately, and they come 30 in a pack, and these were between $30 and $35. The 30 in a box of these sticks, they last, I believe it's a 3-month supply, and it's good for 3 cycles. So you only use about around 10 sticks. I mean, if you may use less or more, it just depends on what the monitor is telling you to do, because the monitor will start to get to know you in your cycle, and they may start asking you for sticks pretty early on in your cycle so that they can get a sense of, when you're going to be at a low, at a high, and then at a peak fertility. So you may have to, buy more sticks earlier on. as the monitor is getting to know your cycle. So basically what this does is you have to set your for cycle day 1 by pressing the M button on the side right here, and you just press it, you press and hold, and you set your cycle day 1 once you get your period. Now, if you forget to do that, if you forget to set it, you have up to cycle day 5 to set the monitor. So let's say you remember to do it on cycle day 3, you just hold down until it says 3, and then, you know, then you'll be on track. So also the time that you set it, will give you a 6-hour window of when you can test. So of course, with a ovulation predictor test, you want to do it with your first morning urine. So let's say I'm at cycle day 1 and I set this at 9 a.m. for cycle day 1. Then I have from 6 a.m. all the way to 12 p.m., 12 noon to take a test. And the monitor, once you set it, it will, and you have to turn it on every day from cycle day 1 to check to see if it's asking you for a stick. And then when it asks you for a stick, it will blink with a stick symbol. So then you basically just open this, pee on the stick, and then you click it into place right here. There's a little insert. You click it into place, then you wait. It's about a good, I think it's like a good 3 to 5 minute wait. The monitor will shut off on its own. So if you put the stick in, you want to go out and do something else and check it later, all you have to do is turn it back on, and it'll show you whether you're at a low, high, or a peak fertility, and there's 3 bars to show that. So yeah, sometimes it'll go from a low to a peak, sometimes it'll have low for a couple days, sometimes it'll have a high for like 5 or 6 days, then you'll get a peak. So it just all depends, and you just kind of have to trust the monitor. So the other tip that I wanted to share with you guys is, if you are using this monitor, if you decide to get this monitor, once you hit your peak, the next day, even though it asks you for a stick, it's automatically going to be a peak number 2. It's going to give you a second peak automatically after your first day. So you really don't have to feed it any more sticks, even though it's asking you for it. So I learned that later on and realized that I was just wasting a bunch of sticks, because once you hit your peak, then you know you're going to ovulate within 24 to 36 hours or 24 to 48 hours. You know that you're going to ovulate, so there's really no point in continuing to feed it sticks. So when it does ask you for sticks, I just remember I didn't feed it any. At first I was kind of feeding it like other sticks, the previous sticks that I used before, because I kind of saved them all and just like lined them up in a row, and I would just feed it an old stick. And there were times where I didn't feed it any sticks, and it still worked just fine for the next cycle. So yeah, anyways, it kind of takes a little getting used to. What, in my experience, the cost of this is not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, because this monitor doesn't work any better than let's say a Clearblue Advanced Digital, $25 pack that you can get at like a Target or a Walmart. It doesn't do a better job than that. It's basically, it does the same thing. Now, would I say that it's better than those internet cheapies? Yes, because the internet cheapies are really hard to tell, whether you're getting a line or not. I mean, it's not an accurate test, in my opinion. But for any future TTCers out there who don't want to spend over, like $130 and then another $30-40 for the sticks, like when it does the same exact thing as the Clearblue Advanced Digitals do, I don't think it's worth the money, honestly, even though it works and it is accurate. I think that the Clearblue Advanced Digitals are much easier to use. You don't have to, input your cycle day, in here. And this is a lot more work, because you have to remember that you have to set it to, you know, your cycles and everything. So yeah, I think that if you just go ahead and spend, you know, the $20 to $30 on the cheaper ones, you'll be just fine, and it's a fraction of the cost. So that is my review of the Clearblue Fertility Monitor, and I hope this helped you guys. And if you have any questions at all, please be sure to leave them in the comments below. So that's it. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!